Well, that's a massive gain for Labour there, 10,825 to Conservatives just squeezing into second place, 3,218, Reform 3,101, Liberal Democrats 387 and the Greens 368. Joe Twyman, your instant reaction?
Well, at the last election, the Conservatives' majority was 3,690, so they've really collapsed considerably, and it demonstrates that it demonstrates two things. It demonstrates that reform can really hurt them, but actually, also, it won't make much difference because reform could have been absent, and still Labour would have dominated. And it's worth remembering, a constituency that voted strongly Leave at the Brexit referendum, that has a level of unemployment nearly double that of the national figure, that has an older population, has a population with fewer educational qualifications. This is precisely the kind of area that reform, if it's going to win anywhere, would win.
And is this evidence of what you were saying earlier on, is that yes, on the surface of things, doing well in a few areas, but not quite grabbing it the way UKIP did?
Then on the evidence of these results, we knew UKIP were friends of some of ours, and these are no UKIP.
Nick Thomas-Symonds, a tremendous victory.
It is a tremendous victory. And I'm just looking there at the swing, and the swing Conservative Labour is 26%.
That's one of the biggest ever in by-election history.
Yeah. Yes, that is a huge, enormous swing. It's well beyond what Labour would need to form a majority government at the next general election. And to see that majority there of 7,600 really is stunning. And also, you can add the Conservative and Reform votes together. Labour's still 4,500 votes ahead. But I was actually up in Blackpool South on Tuesday. I was there most of the day on Tuesday campaigning. And the kind of conversation that Kyle in Liverpool had with you, Sheila, when he telephoned in, was precisely the kind of conversation that was happening on the doorstep. And we've been, of course, not complacent. We've worked extremely hard on the day, but we've been confident about Blackpool South because the reaction on the doorsteps that we were getting was very much that this is time for a change. People were fed up with the Conservatives putting their faith in Labour, and this is a crucial seat for Keir Starmer to get Downing Street. But if you look at its history, I think for the majority of its history, it's been held by the Conservatives. It was obviously a gain in 2019, but not just a gain for Labour, but a really strong gain that puts us in line for a strong general election performance, I think.
And Ben Thomas for the Greens, what's it, 368? Aidan Ramsey.
Well, it's clearly a big swing away from the Conservatives. I just wanted to pick up on the comments your elections expert was making about reform and whether their strength and impact has been overstated. I strongly believe that that's been overstated.
Well, your strength certainly has been, hasn't it?
I'm talking about over the country as a whole. So tonight...
No, but we're talking about this result. You got 368 votes. You must be embarrassed.
Well, I was wanting to pick up on the...
I know you were, but we're talking about this by-election, not the whole country.
Well, our candidate there has run a strong campaign. We've put our policies forward. The trend across the country tonight is we're going to see more Green councillors than ever before, compared to Reform having just a handful across the whole country. Greens have got around 750 seats. And all the analysis on Reform is, might they take a few votes here and there? And your elections expert has just said, well, that's neither here nor there anyway on this result. With Greens, it's about getting people elected to make an actual practical difference for people, and that's the difference.